of us believe that we've had no success in the areas of our lives in which we'd like to do better. Even though they may not be large, we've actually often had smaller or even only slightly related successes that can be used as mental bridges for us to access the larger successes that are available to us. James Whistler, the famous American artist, once painted a tiny picture of some roses. Though small, it was a magnificent piece of art, one of his finest works, and although it was coveted by collectors, he refused to sell it. When he'd lose confidence or become unsure of himself, he'd look at the small painting and think to himself, "You painted that, and you know that what you've done, you can do again." An excellent way to start this task is to simply make a list of as many of your accomplishments or successes as you can think of. They don't have to necessarily be related to what you're now trying to do. Raising children, getting a degree, building a business, managing people or projects, creating something beautiful, giving good advice. It doesn't matter. Put all of these things on a list, then review the list and choose those things that you're especially proud of and that relate most strongly to what you're trying to do. When I made the decision to become a skilled basketball player, I only had a few basketball skills to speak of, and they weren't very refined at all. But I'd had success in some other sports and in other areas of my life. I focused on those on a daily basis and began building on them until I became extremely confident because of the results that showed up from the work I put in. I get asked all the time if I played college basketball. Of course I didn't, but I compete with college players all the time now. Like reframing our stories, we can take parts of our history and use them to build on. Instead of focusing on how I haven't had success, I can focus on how I have. These thoughts will produce feelings of satisfaction and accomplishment that will boost not only your confidence that you can accomplish great things, but as well motivation to stay on course. Sterling W. Sills said, "Hang on the walls of your mind the memory of your successes. Keep counsel of your strengths, not your weakness. Think of the good jobs you've done. Think of the times when you rose above your average level of performance and carried out an idea or a dream or a desire for which you had deeply longed. Hang these pictures on the walls of your mind and look at them as you travel the roadway of life. I challenge you to do just that, to use your past successes to overcome today's obstacles."